So here we are for part two of this CNC Motion demonstration. I'll come up and do run an edit screen to kind of clean everything up a little bit. Still working with the same code. Now I've got this bench mill over here. Let's talk about how to use this. So right now, what we've got to do is, first thing, as if you turn on every CNC machine, is you home the machine. That's this button at the top. It's the same exact controls in CNC base, which is what you actually use to connect your machine to. So let's click home. All right. I don't use quick home ever. I use home. It goes through all its homing. It touches all its limit switches in X, Y, and Z. And I get an error, unable to continue until the shield is closed. You'll get that error on the real machine. It's really hard to see, but right up here by the mouse, there's a slightly darker shade of gray shield that's closed. Over here on the left side, there's our shield open close button. So I'll push that button, and you'll see that kind of closes down. Right now, I can press continue program, and the machine will home itself. So again, it does exactly the same thing that your real machine will do, and we're good to go. Next thing for you to do on the real machine would be to find your X, Y, and Z 0 point. Well, on the simulation, it's really easy. I can click this send tool to corner button up here, and then I can send the tool down here to this corner. An impact has occurred. Why won't it? I did it earlier. Oh, you sucker. Let's try homing it again. Okay, so that's not working. So what we have to do is we have to drive the machine over here with this jog controller. So I'm going to use the jog controller and get this. Let's make it go a little faster. There we go. And the controls for this are a little wonky. They're a little bit backwards. But you'll get the hang of it using it. Let's go to here and go to there. An impact has occurred. It will tell you when an impact has occurred here. It will not tell you on the real machine. So what you've got to do is you've got to play the game and drive this around until you get it right over that corner. I'm going to hit stop and do that. I'm going to call that good there. So yeah, I just drove it around with the jog controllers over here to get it right over the corner where I wanted it. Now I'm going to set my axes as 0. So there's a couple ways I can do that. I can do this, and I can click 0 position. So set up 0 position. It's going to ask me, do I really want to set all 3 axes to 0? And yes, I do. Okay, another option would be right click down here, and you get 0 position again. And then the third option would be also in your setup, set individual axis to 0. So there's my x-axis, my y-axis, and my z-axis, and I can play with using tool radiuses and all kinds of things. That's another video for another time. So once I'm good, I'm going to click run on this, and we'll run the program. The machine will physically go through its running cycle. So if you try to run this and you haven't homed the machine, you haven't found part reference 0 yet, you're going to get all kinds of errors, and it's going to drive you crazy. So that's why I went through this part first. See if it cuts. Oh yeah, it's cutting. Good. And if you watch and see the verify menu, actually, verify block there actually goes a little bit faster. That's okay. So if I was to put this into my bench mill, this is what I would get. It's roughly the speed which it would machine as well. And I think I put that at the end of my G code where I said safe position. I actually put that in there to make sure that everything is out of the way. So again, not part of the curriculum, but I did that. Feel free to use that. And best of luck with this.